If you're relocating to Houston and staring at Google Maps trying to figure out where you're actually supposed to live, you're not alone. Most people hear West Houston and assume it's all the same, Katy, Cypress, the energy corridor, but that's not how the city works. There's one massive zip code right in the middle that almost no one explains clearly, and that's 77084. Not just what looks good online. I'm making this video because listings usually tell you the price and bedroom count, but they don't explain things like school district, split, construction zones, or what your daily commute will really feel like when you live here. So let's break down the reality of living in 77084. First, why are so many people moving here? The answer is value. Right now, the median home price in 77084 is significantly lower than many surrounding West Houston areas. If you compare it to newer parts of Katy, just a few minutes west, you'll often see a big price jump for similar square footage. For many relocation buyers, 77084 becomes a gateway into West Houston. You're close to major job hubs like the Energy Corridor and have quick access to I-10, Highway 6, and the Grand Parkway without committing to the higher price points of the newer master plan communities right away. That combination of access and affordability is exactly why this area stays active. Now, let's talk about what daily life actually feels like here, because this matters a lot if you're coming from out of state. This is not a quiet, sleepy suburb. The area is busy, diverse, and constantly moving. You'll see a mix of homeowners and renters, families, young professionals, and people who are in transition. Moving trucks are common, and the area feels lived in, not polished or staged. If you're relocating from a smaller city or a slower suburb, this will feel energetic. If you're coming from a major metro, it will feel familiar, just spread out. You'll find grocery stores, gyms, restaurants, and everyday conveniences all along Highway 6, Clay Road, and nearby corridors. You're not isolated here and not driving 20 minutes just to grab dinner. Housing is another big thing relocation buyers ask about. Yes, there are a lot of traditional single-family homes built in the 1980s and 1990s, but this area is changing fast. If you drive through parts of 77084, especially near Park Row and Clay Road, you'll notice ongoing construction. Northwest Houston has a large number of multifamily developments in progress, which means more apartments, more people, and more activity. For renters, that means options. For buyers, it means understanding that this area is densifying. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it is something you want to know up front, so expectations match your reality. Now, this next part is one of the most important things for people relocating to Houston to understand. 77084 is split between two different school districts. Depending on the street and home, you could be zoned to Katy ISD or Cypress ISD. Two houses that look identical online can have a very different long-term resale value and buyer demand based purely on school zoning. If you don't have kids, school districts usually don't matter. They influence future buyer pools, pricing, and how quickly homes sell. This is one of those things relocation buyers often miss until it's too late. And it's something I walk through one-on-one so that there aren't any surprises after you move. Let's talk about commuting because Houston traffic deserves honesty. Living in 77084 gives you access to I-10, Highway 6, and the Grand Parkway, which means you have multiple route options depending on where you work. That flexibility is a big advantage compared to areas further out, but convenient doesn't mean empty. If you work standard business hours, you will experience traffic, especially along I-10. That's just Houston. The key is choosing the right part of the zip code based on your commute direction and schedule. Most relocation buyers don't rule out 77084 because of traffic. They just make smarter location choices within the area. Now let's talk about drawbacks because every area has them. The first is construction. With ongoing development comes noise, dust, trucks, and occasional lane closures. This is part of living in a growth area. The second is density. With large population in this zip code, things feel busy. If your vision of Texas living includes wide open land and quiet roads, you may want to look further west. I share this because relocation regret usually comes from things people weren't told up front. My goal is to make sure that you choose this area with clear expectations. So, who is 77084 actually best for? If you're relocating to Houston and want access to major job hubs, realistic home prices, and flexibility while you learn the city, this area can make a lot of sense. It works well for first-time buyers, young professionals, and people who don't want to overextend financially just to say they lived in a specific suburb. What it offers is balance, not perfection. If you're relocating to Houston and trying to decide between Katy, Cypress, or 77084, I offer a no-pressure relocation discovery call where we map this out together. We talk about where you're moving from, where you'll be working, school priorities, budget, and what areas actually fit the situation before you start touring homes. There's a link below to schedule that call. Even if we decide this area isn't right for you, you'll walk away with clarity, and that's the goal. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next neighborhood.